riding Toprak Razgatlioglu's BMW M 1000 RR World Superbike. A wild experience. When Toprak Razgatlioglu won his second World Superbike, WorldSBK, title last fall, it didn't just prove his elite status. It showed the world what it looks like when someone practically rewrites the rules of physics. The way this 29-year-old Turkish superstar brakes, overtakes, and pushes limits is something even his fiercest rivals admit is just different. But even a magician needs a proper wand, and for Toprak, that wand is the BMW M 1000 RR. With Ducati's V4S dominating recent seasons, Yamaha, Kawasaki, and Honda have fallen behind. Only BMW, through its relentless development and the dedication of the Rokit BMW WorldSBK team, has stepped up to challenge Ducati. The results? A bike worthy of a double world champion. I had the once-in-a-lifetime chance to ride that very machine, Toprak's 2025 spec BMW M 1000 RR. At Cremona racetrack in northern Italy, just a day after Toprak bagged a hat-trick of second-place finishes there. Nervous? That's an understatement. A beast under the skin. First things first, while it's based on the road-going M 1000 RR, don't be fooled. This isn't some slightly souped-up showroom bike. This is a full-blown race weapon that looks like it's ready to bite your head off. The race version has updated aero, massive M 3.0 winglets, and over 235 plus HP squeezed from the 999 cubic centimeters inline 4. For comparison, the US road version makes a modest 205 horsepower. This beast is built for Toprak's insane late braking and corner entry skills. Brake late, brake hard, and still hold the line. Also worth noting, Toprak rides low. Like way down in the frame. While most racers perch on top of their bikes, Toprak almost sits in his, down near the subframe. It's unconventional, but it clearly works for him. Pre-ride, a crash course in complexity. This isn't a start it up and go kind of bike. There's no side stand. No ABS. No labeled buttons. No rear brake pedal, just a thumb lever on the left handlebar. The dash looks like it came out of an 80s calculator. Oh, and the gearbox? Race shift style. First gear is down, and there's no neutral between first and second. You can't even select a gear unless the wheels are moving, which is why mechanics have to push you off. Also, don't idle too long. It has no static cooling system. Yeah, it's complicated. So, after a detailed tech briefing and feeling like I just sat through a college lecture in German, I was pointed down the pit lane with the team watching, and Toprak's actual pit box still set up behind me. No pressure. First laps, fighting instincts. I hop on, get pushed out, and the rev limiter immediately pops and bangs. The Akrapovic exhaust echoes violently off the walls. Welcome to the Thunderdome. Once I release the pit limiter, by accident more than memory, it's just me and this ferocious machine. Instinct tells me to take it slow and get comfortable. But with racing slicks and brakes that work best when hot, easing in is the wrong approach. Either you go hard or risk a crash. The first lap feels completely alien. Nothing is soft, gentle, or familiar. You sit incredibly low in the frame, with the bars stretched out. It's bizarre, almost cruiser-like in posture. But the bike holds its line beautifully, and engine braking is dialed to perfection. As I head into a fast right-hander, it almost pulls itself into the apex. Somehow, Toprak's strange setup works. Acceleration and braking, holy crap. Coming out of turn 7, I twist the throttle harder. The initial power surge feels manageable, probably because the team kindly toned things down in the lower gears. But once I click into third, boom. The full power slams into the chassis, and the world begins to blur. I've never experienced acceleration like this. It's not just fast, it's violent. Yet, with the giant aero winglets and BMW's race electronics, the front wheel stays down. No wheelie, just clean, brutal speed. Gear shifts are seamless. The half-mile straight disappears in 2 heartbeats. Braking into the next corner is another surprise. I expected the brakes to feel like smashing into a wall, but they're actually progressive and full of feel. They have massive stopping power, yes, but they don't punish you. It's all very smooth and confidence-inspiring. Finding a groove and hitting a wall. After a few laps, I start to understand the bike. It turns beautifully, stays stable, and makes incredible use of the electronic aids. It's like a Super Sport 600 in corners, but with rocket power on the straights. Still, that weird seating position throws me off every time. Imagine pulling the seat off your own bike and removing all rear suspension preload. Yeah, it's that low. And that fast? It never feels normal. I tried to keep pushing, keep learning, keep representing cycle world with at least some dignity. But after 15 minutes, I'm completely cooked. My arms are jelly, my focus is fading, and my respect for pro racers just shot through the roof. Debrief. So much to learn. Back in the pits, the Rokit team tells me that the bike was indeed running a press safe setup. Turns out, the engine braking and power levels were adjusting in real time based on lean angle and gear. The real magic, they say, is customizing the engine brake for each corner. It's a mind-blowing level of detail, designed to help the rider lap after lap, even when the fuel tank's nearly empty and the tires are toast. And Toprak? He rides it like a ballet dancer with superpowers. That cruiser-style setup? That's his signature. It defies logic, but clearly it works. Final thoughts. So what did I learn from riding Toprak's M1000RR? It's terrifyingly fast, yet surprisingly rideable, at least when set to easy mode. It's not built for comfort or familiarity, but for precision and performance. The level of technology and rider-specific tuning is insane. Respect for WorldSBK riders is now permanently etched into my bones. Honestly, I barely scratched the surface of what this machine can do. But even in that short time, I felt its character, its fury, and its brilliance. Toprak's M1000RR isn't just a superbike. It's a scalpel, a rocket ship, and a physics lesson all rolled into one. And riding it, even just once, was one of the most humbling, electrifying experiences of my life.